Hello everyone, my name is Bhavya Shavastri and I'm a student of BSc Honors Data Science and Artificial Intelligence from IIT Guwahati, and this is my video presentation submission for the Internship 2 course code DA378. The title for my internship project was AI Agent for Office Workflow Automation. So this is the part 1 because it was a 6-month internship. So I'll be presenting the first part, which is of 3 months, what I did in 3 months. So modern enterprises seek to reduce time spent on repetitive manual and office tasks. And we see that AI is increasingly being integrated into productivity tools to automate routine workflows across documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Existing automation is fragmented across applications and often requires separate setup for each tool. So we see that different applications, they do not support each other, the automation of each other, and this automation is not uniform across different platforms. This project develops a unified AI agent that automates common workflows across MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF/OCR, and basic system utilities through natural language commands. So the problem statement is office employees repeatedly perform low-level tasks, opening and closing tabs, creating and deleting files, formatting text and tables, applying formulas and basic calculations. So what we want to reduce the manual time that is being taken to perform these repeated tasks. So these tasks are time consuming, error prone, and require switching between multiple applications. And current tools do not provide a single integrated platform that can understand natural language prompts and execute workflows across different Office applications. So the goal was to design and implement an AI agent that interprets user commands in natural language and reliably automates end-to-end Office workflows, which reduces efforts and improves the efficiency. So the tools used were all of this was coded in Python language, um, and all the workflow orchestration and the automation all done in Python. Configuration and function catalog, the JSON files were written, and they were used to define the catalog of supported functions, what all functionality we have provided in the software. Office automation stack, Python-based automation modules to control MS Excel, MS Word, and MS PowerPoint for formatting formulas and slide text updates for formatting and all this. Some PDF and OCR tools, so PDF parsing and OCR libraries to recognize and extract text from PDF. Version control and hosting, so all of this code is hosted on GitHub. Uh, the final the code that is submitted is will not be available because the company has on its own private GitHub repo, but the incomplete the mostly all of the code is available on a private on a public GitHub repo. So I have included that in the report. Frameworks and libraries. GUI framework, we used PySide 6 to build the interface. We used the COM automation, PyWin32 and Win32 COM to automate the functions. These libraries were used for MS Word, Excel, and PowerPoint via the Windows COM interface. And for the LLMs, we use the OpenAI GPT uh, API and system utilities, OS level commands, and Python modules for opening, closing normal applications that are available in the local system. So package dependencies, we used Flask, which is a lightweight Python micro framework for building web applications. OpenPyXL, this was used for reading, writing, and modifying Excel spreadsheets. Python docs for Microsoft Word. Python PPTX, it was used for generating and editing PowerPoint. OpenAI, this was used to access and use the OpenAI API. Pillow, it was used to Python imaging library, and it is used in OCR. PyTesseract, it is used again for OCR for extracting text for images. Paperclip, it is a cross-platform module that enables copying and pasting from the system clipboard using Python. And last was PyInput, a library for programmatically monitoring and controlling the mouse and keyboard to manipulate how the mouse moves. So a little code walkthrough. This is the project structure. We have the server, and parser and executor. All uh, the object is divided into different modules. So server, um, it it is coded in Flask framework, and it is the entry point. It is how the GUI, it holds the GUI, how the user interacts with the system. Then the parser, this parses the queries that the user inputs. The executor, it executes Excel, Word, and PPT commands. And the commands folder, this holds all the available functions in JSON format. Modules UI, it displays the results to the user. System code, OS level tasks are held in this. And store apps is used to keep a track of all the installed apps. AI, in the AI folder, we have OpenAI handler. This is used to manage the OpenAI API key. Listener, voice listener, and this feature is unfinished, and this will later be done, but it integrates voice feature into the software, and user can not only use the natural language query, but also he can speak whatever he wants, and it can get executed. So moving on to the next slide. Code execution flow, we get the user input, then first we enter the code through the server, then the command parser, it detects and it parses whatever functions need to be loaded and executed chronologically, and then it returns the list of the actions. Then we move on to the executor, and it executes all the functions that the command parser has detected. And then the actions are executed and the responses displayed. So this is a demo of how we build a sample Excel spreadsheet, and we use basic functions to summarize some data statistics, just to give a feel of how the software is supposed to work. Here we see that we have some commands. So I create a workbook named hello in Excel, and it opens and creates a workbook. Then there are some commands. So here I open the workbook and fill the AI with some values 1, 5, 6, and 89. Similarly, I fill the cell B1 and subsequent columns and values cells with the values that are given. Then I insert a row at 1. So it will insert a new row. It has inserted. And then we'll calculate the total of the range A2 to A6. And we write that in the cell A7. And so this has been calculated. Similarly, we do this for the column B, and it displays the sum in the cell B7. Then we calculate the average of A2 to A6. This has also been done. And similarly, we calculate the average of B2 to B6 in cell B. Then we open the workbook and write English marks in the cell A1. And then we write science marks in the cell B1. So this has been done. Then we change the width of the column A to 15, and then the column B as well. Then we set row 2 height to 30. This has also been done. Then we insert a row at row 7, and we see that a row has been inserted. And then we write totals in the cell C8 to highlight that these are the totals. And then we write averages in cell C9 to tell that these are the averages of the values. And then we create a table for the values, and the table has been created. So in conclusion, we developed an AI agent that automates common office workflows across Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, OCR, and system utilities using natural language commands that the user inputs. Combine Python, COM-based office automation, and libraries such as Flask, OpenPyXL to build a unified, extensible platform. So all these Python docs, Python BPTX, Pillow, and PyTestRack. These libraries were used to build a comprehensive system that would handle automation of different apps on a single system, reduced manual effort on repetitive formatting, file management, and basic calculations, improving productivity similar to modern AI assistants. And in the future, we can integrate more applications, email and calendar, and add richer error handling. We can make it more robust and refine prompts and models for even more robust automation. Thank you.